Hey everyone, this is Norvellcentral coming back at you with another YouTube video. And at this time of the recording, I have 1,200 subscribers so far. So I really appreciate all the love and the support for everyone on the YouTube channel. And I'm just going to continue to do positive things for Florida State and the community out there. But I just want to start out by saying about the two commitments that we had gotten actually yesterday. And the first one was Jaden Jones, a defensive end out of Hutchinson Community College from Kansas. He's originally from Montgomery, Alabama, and he actually was a part of the 21 class. He was a three-star prospect. Unfortunately, he did not make the grade, so he actually went to a community college. He redshirted last season, so he was actually going to be a pretty big factor coming up this season. And the biggest thing with him, though, Florida State actually was able to evaluate him at a practice they had. They were actually going to see Malik Benson, who is a very, very highly touted JUCO receiver that they have on their community college team. And, you know, what stood out to them about Jaden Jones was the way he got on the outside and was able to kind of effectively rush the passer in a practice setting. They were able to kind of get him in on an official visit. Missouri was also kind of the team that was involved as well. And Florida State liked what they saw. I mean, he's 6'6", 240, and they really liked everything that they saw from him. And I think that this was a take that they wanted to be able to get right away because they didn't want him to blow up later in the process after starting for this season for the Blue Dragons. And I think this was a situation where Mike Norvell wanted to get on top of everything before, you know, other teams started calling. So I think it was a good get. I think it was a low risk, high reward kind of thing that they could have panned out for. Now, there are a couple of defensive ends that they're going after, and I don't think this has any indication as to Wilkie Denard, a guy from Fort Pierce, who they're very, very high on, and any other defensive ends that they have on the recruiting board. So I really think this is a good get for Florida State. I do think that he's going to end up being a three-star on 247 Sports. He is a three-star on Rivals right now in terms of JUCO rankings. So very excited to see where Florida State kind of ends up on that. He does need a little bit of development and work, but overall, I do think that Florida State had a good take there, and I do like the take with him properly being evaluated and going to campus and just them seeing how everything played out. I definitely think that Florida State is hopefully going to have a diamond in the rough with this one. But the other one that they actually had was a defensive back, Quindarrius Jones. And this is another situation where I think Florida State really evaluated great on this one. This is his actually first offer was Florida State. It's the only offer right now. And he's actually unranked on both 247 Sports and Rivals. So he is from the Mississippi area, so you have to watch out for in-state schools getting involved later on. But Florida State really liked what they saw out of Jones. I mean, he went to the elite camp on June the 4th. They really liked what they saw in terms of just covering different receivers that they had on there. And then they turn around and they offer him on June the 7th. And then a couple of days later, as you saw on yesterday afternoon, he actually decided to make the commitment. So it's a situation where Florida State wants to get ahead of the chains a little bit. They like him at defensive back, specifically at safety. He did play a little bit of outside linebacker, also played a little bit of receiver. So he does have that familiarity with being a versatile athlete. But I do like the take there as well. He's a 6'3", 187 defensive back. They really like him as a safety. I think he's a ball-hawking safety at this point. He tackles very well in space. I just think he has that knack to find the football. And I think that's something that you could really hang your hat on. I think if you want to compare his game to anybody on the team right now, I would kind of angle it towards a Shaheem Brown from Lake City. I think this is a situation where Florida State really had a good evaluation of him. They really liked what they saw. They went ahead and got on him. And the thing about both of these takes is I know a lot of people are saying, well, they're no ranked stars right now, and, you know, they're not great prospects and different things like that. But I will say this, though. If Florida State goes into December and they're about to sign these guys and they do not want to sign them, they don't have to give them a letter of intent. They can actually choose to decline to give that letter of intent. Now, it's not the best way to do business, but if they don't really pan out the way they think they do, they can always get out of it at that point. So there is an out with this situation, but I do really, really like Quindarrius. I think he could be – right now I view him as like an 87 or 88 composite. He's actually only been playing football for about 2 years. He has never seen a camp setting, and the elite camp at Florida State was actually his first camp setting that he's ever done. So that's mainly the reason why he is unranked for most sites, because most of those sites want to see guys going to camp settings and getting that camp experience. And with Jaden Jones, like I said, he was a 21 prospect. His grades didn't really work out. He needed to get more refined as a pass rusher. And then also, like I said, going to a JUCO, being able to start this year and getting that evaluation time and everything for the staff, I think it really be crucial to see what he does. But Jones, Jaden Jones will have 3 years remaining on him, and then Quindarrius Jones is just a regular recruit, so he'll have the full 4 years to do anything that he needs for that. So definitely excited about these two gets for Florida State. I think they're underrated gets for Florida State because I don't think they're quite being talked about as much. I think Quindarrius could end up possibly being a 4-star if he ends up continuing to develop that skill that he has and being able to be as versatile as he is as well. I think you could see a very, very good get for Florida State. But I do like both of the pieces, specifically Quindarrius Jones, and I definitely think Florida State hit a home run on both of these guys. But if you did enjoy the video and everything, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on the video, and also subscribe to the channel. It is completely free. Be sure to do all those things, and I hope everyone has a great rest of the day. And as always, go Noles.